Yeah. Okay. Listen. Hey, hey. But you can't handle me. Do you have the energy? Thinking that you want a piece. Maybe even though you like it, you can't buy it. But you can't handle me. Do you have the energy? Thinking that you want a piece. Maybe even though you like it, you can't buy it. Up in the Benzo. He's stuck in the friend zone, girl. We got that no cash flow. Big walking on a balance, you know, not up for the week. Though, boy, we off too badly. No, you cannot call me if you don't rock Givenchy. Babe, you can just walk right by me. Baby, that's just how it goes. I'm a girl who takes control. Nothing stopping my bank. Flexing the Murcielago. Baby, that's just how it goes. I'm a girl who takes control. Nothing stopping my bank. Flexing the Murcielago. But you can't handle me. Do you have the energy? Thinking that you want a piece. Maybe even though you like it, you can't buy it. But you can't handle me. Do you have the energy? Thinking that you want a piece. Maybe even though you like it, you can't buy it. Baby, hot stones coming down my arm, and I straight flexing on the palm of my Chanel. Can't talk, I'm running late. Won't play these games, I've said things straight. Boy, I'm all too good tightly. No, you cannot follow me. If you ain't gonna match my worry, baby, I'm done on my talking. Baby, that's just how it goes. I'm a girl who takes control. Nothing stopping my bank. Flexing the Murcielago. Baby, that's just how it goes. I'm a girl who takes control. Nothing stopping my bank. Flexing the Murcielago. But you can't handle me. Do you have the energy? Thinking that you want a piece. Maybe even though you like it, you can't buy it. But you can't handle me. Do you have the energy? Thinking that you want a piece. Maybe even though you like it, you can't buy it. Yeah.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
That's DJ Martin in the house. Tell him to turn off the mail, the email.
Nice
Listen,
job.
That works, but you have to have a microphone, and while you're doing that, you go, "Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe." You know what I'm saying? I scramble it up, couple of eggs. You're just giving me bacon. Ain't no eggs in that sandwich.
All right.
Like that.
Take two.
Now live from Boca Raton, it's the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Nice.
You see it? There you go. Now we're stealing something for the sixth borough, but I like that Nikki does that on Friday nights. My goodness gracious, he's crazy. But that's what I like.
Nice
Not
job.
that much church, but a lot of echo in that bad boy.
You got a little soul to it.
Little
A
soul.
little soul.
James Brown. Oh, talking about
Little
James
sausaged
Brown.
your eggs. Yeah, what's happening with Tony
I-
Wilson?
Tony says he don't feel the love because I haven't had a chance to take the mega file that Mayor did. I mean, when I tell you mega,
7 gigs?
it's taking me 3 days to reduce it to be able to work on it. So I said, don't worry, I'll get it done this weekend, which I'm probably not going to be able to, but I'll get it done.
You'll get it done. How is Tony?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him. He says, I don't feel the love.
We
You
got to
don't feel
bring
the
him back
love.
in.
You know, he was supposed to come in with a drive.
Uh,
I said, so bring the drive. Nothing.
you know what happened? We missed, I think, Fat Tuesday.
What does that mean?
I think Fat Tuesday was Tuesday.
But I'm fat on
How do
Monday,
I-
Wednesday, and Friday. Why do I need to be fat on Tuesday too?
Isn't Fat Tuesday all with Mardi Gras and everything? So I think we missed it.
What do you mean we missed it? Was
It's
it
Thursday.
Tuesday?
I think it was Thursday. Teddy, when was Fat Tuesday? Was it Thursday? Tuesday? It's Thursday. See, we missed it. We could have done a whole drink. It was Valentine's Day, but I don't know. You think Fat Tuesday would have been on Valentine's Day?
My
Maybe
diabetes
it's next
disagrees
Tuesday.
with you.
Your diabetes is every day.
It doesn't. Yeah, so it's fat.
Fat Tuesday. Waiting for
That's
our
Mardi
fact
Gras.
checker.
Is that Mardi Gras Tuesday? We
Fat
missed
Tuesday. We missed Fat Tuesday.
What?
Huh? What?
Fat Tuesday.
I don't know what Fat Tuesday is.
Mardi Gras Tuesday.
Mardi Gras Tuesday. Don't you know what Mardi Gras Tuesday is?
Woo. Okay, we got to celebrate then.
What are you going to celebrate?
Fat Tuesday. We need drinks. We need libations. We need a king cake. We haven't seen it.
Libations.
We haven't seen the king cake, so it must be coming up for next week. Remember the cake we had baby Jesus in it?
Have you guys ever heard of a king cake? They don't know any of this
So
stuff.
we need to educate them, as you say, on Tuesday.
They don't have
I
enough.
think of baby Jesus as a. Oh wait, hold on. I'm on A4.
Baby Jesus what?
I think of baby Jesus as lead guitar for Leonard Skinner playing Freebird, the solo, and his wings coming up and he rises up in the sky.
Like the phoenix?
Yeah.
All right, you're
It's
not
next
allowed to
Tuesday.
take your medication before you get here.
It's next Tuesday, so we need a drink for Fat Tuesday. We need a king cake for Fat Tuesday, and they say the person that gets the baby in the king cake buys
Gets
the
pregnant.
next one. No, buys the
pregnant.
next cake.
Guys, you're going to be pregnant. Listen,
I'm going to be pregnant?
if you get the King's cake, yeah.
See, I don't want to be a seahorse in my next life because I don't want to give birth.
I think seahorses are the coolest creatures in the
Yeah.
ocean because they can carry it around in their pouch.
Yeah. And they just place all those eggs in the ocean, in the water, and then the male comes and he spermitates them while they're in the water.
You don't think anything else releases its situation into
Nothing
the
that I
ocean?
really want to be a part of. But
But
they
yet
do
you
it
go in the
much.
ocean. You haven't been to the. How do fish work?
They do poo-poo in the water.
Is that how you're going to teach your grandsons?
I teach them.
How
That's
do
why I
fish
don't have a
make
fish
more
tank.
baby fish? They go
It's-
poo-poo in
it's
the water.
You know why the water
how you taught
stinks?
you-
Because it has poo-poo.
You wonder why you're going to have 4
What?
grandchildren. Did you miss that conversation with your boys?
No, I don't. Do you have a fish tank? Anybody here have a fish tank?
No,
I think fish are the most stupidest animals of all time.
Is that a new
does that
word,
mean?
stupidest?
says our disgruntled Eagles fan is what they say.
Isn't
on the
that a
board.
word?
Stupidest? No.
That's the most stupid animal of all time.
Why?
Or
Because the
stupid pet.
poo-poo's in the water?
No, you can't play with a fish. You can't walk a fish. You can walk a fish, but
You're
What
gonna
about,
walk
what
a
about a
fish.
bearded dragon?
I have one, or I had one.
You have one too? No. You love them. Can you walk a
Oh.
bearded dragon?
No, but you have them on your shoulder, and you can bring it around wherever you go.
You can walk
You
around
can
with a
walk
fish in a
around with the bowl.
You're gonna walk around with a bearded dragon on your shoulder.
You know, it'd be cool. You have special glasses, and they have like water inside the glasses, so you can have the fish swim
Did you
around
ever
with
see
you.
these big gallon fish tanks and they have beautiful color
Sure,
fish
the
in
aquariums
there?
are beautiful.
Not aquariums in your house.
An
And
aquarium.
they have companies that come and they clean the water, take all the poo-poo out,
There's
stir the
a
rocks.
there's a show called, I think it's called Tanked.
Yes.
They make custom fish aquariums for a lot of people, and there's one in St. Petersburg, Tradewinds, I believe that's the name of the hotel. They went and they did their show there one day, and they have the aquarium there. It's pretty cool.
Aquariums are pretty cool.
The Miami Marlins first game when they were a new franchise, the very first game, I worked with a company. We were working on the bathrooms there, and they had a fish tank behind home plate.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the first foul ball, they hit it, cracked the glass.
Yep.
And that was the end of the fish tank.
Yep.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, look it up.
Oh my God,
It-
can
it
you
cracked
even
the glass.
imagine? They call the architect. And who thought of this great design?
Unbelievable. But fish are very tranquil. Especially if you're married. You should have a fish tank. Because you probably want to drown yourself eventually. But you see all the fish. Now, kisser fish, you know what kisser fish are? They sort of kiss with one another.
Yes.
You guys don't know what a kisser fish
Do you
is?
remember
either?
Kissy Face? Were you here for? You were here for. No, it wasn't them. It was the other two who were here for Kissy Face.
You know
Remember that
Kissy
intern we
Face?
had with the Kissy Face?
Oh yeah, that was.
That was before them.
That was but anyway, these fish they float around together, lip to lip, stuck. So when they're not stuck, they eat all the poo poo, and clean the glass in the fish tanks.
I love the way you describe
Yeah, why are you
things.
talking like that?
What do you want to call it? Catfish do the same thing.
They
That's why
eat
they're
their
disgusting.
waste,
Yeah.
not their poo poo.
Well, what is waste? Poo poo is waste, no?
Poo poo's like you're talking to Joey.
Uh,
He's
Are-
like, Pop Pop, can I go? Poo poo.
You're picking on my words? Because I don't use a $2 word. What $2
We
word you
should
want me to
play
use?
Scrabble with you.
No, I can't. I only do is and us. And I invent is.
we should play Jeopardy.
We should play a Scrabble game with Freddie. Can you imagine? I
No,
would
'cause you
not
guys
play
are
against
gonna-
this one. This one, forget
not a
about it.
word.
He would win.
No, because they come out with these dinosaur words. They're huge. You
Mayor?
can't- Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
for
you're going
sure.
to argue every word because you're going to say it is a word. I make up words. That's why I can't play that game.
Remember in the car, you used to play car games when you're going on vacation with your parents?
No. My mother didn't speak English.
You
What
guys
car
ever
game
play
was
car games?
Car?
Car.
Like in the car? No.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. She
No.
missed that whole
No, I
joke.
heard you. I'm like, really? My dad used to come up with all these words. You see a letter on a license plate, and you're like, all right, come up with the word for
No,
F,
I
and then
didn't
you go
play
through the whole
license
ABC
plate
game
game.
on the way on vacations.
No, I never did that.
We
you
did
play
that.
license plate games when you go with your parents away? Did you do that? Yeah.
You look at the states and you're like, oh, this is a state checked off.
So you have to look for the next letter. A goes to B, B goes to C, like that?
Yeah.
That's the stupidest game I've ever
You
seen.
never did any of
Yeah.
that? How did you entertain yourself in the car? On car trips? Or you didn't take car trips?
Nintendo
I used to listen to the radio.
No long. Well, Florida's such a long state, so to do anything here for a family vacation, it's at least 4 hours to Orlando, and then anywhere else you got to add on to that. Well, not the way you drive.
4 hours.
I
yeah.
lived a little further south, so for us
Oh,
it was
okay.
4
Hey,
hours.
the pole man over there, he goes so fast, he knocks him down.
Somehow Orlando got closer as an adult than it ever was as a child.
Orlando Brightline is opening up this week or next week. In the
Okay,
next
road
couple-
trips.
Wow.
Road
I-
trip. I said to myself, let me see, 9 years ago, that when that thing opened up, remember? I said that we would take everybody to Orlando and shoot some film and come back.
How
the
long
same
does
day.
it take to get there?
3 hours.
On the
On
bright
a bright
line?
line?
Brightline, I believe it's going to be, I want to say 2 hours, but
I want to say
don't
2
quote me on
hours and
that.
10 minutes. I don't know why.
Well,
Josh
because
can drive faster than that in his car.
yeah, because of all the stops.
There's
No,
not,
it's
There would be
express.
no stops.
It's express.
So why
Westbound
wouldn't it?
for
It
Orlando.
should be like an hour.
it might be, I don't know. I know it's
Let's
a lot
look it
shorter
up.
than
Somebody
is
Google
driving.
it.
Nicole, you got your phone?
You got your phone? Look at Google. Look at Dr. Google.
Dr. Google,
go, I
or
got it.
Teddy, look it up.
I got fact check.
I can't believe that Mayor hasn't gotten all over that.
I have to say, the new banner you created looks amazing.
Looks
Even
good,
though
right?
we broke it.
I have the intro ready too
Already?
For your intro?
for my new show. Yeah, it's not completed yet, but it's
I
you
saw
get
the
you get a
banner.
glimpse of it.
I saw the banner.
Here, it looks really great, but he's got the
The
intro
hangout.
ready to roll.
Yeah.
Daniel, you have his intro?
I don't think he has it on the board, does he?
Yeah, send it in. You just got to download it now.
All right, he's got to download it.
Now, a couple of things that we are that I want to touch
From Miami to Orlando, it is 3 hours.
Miami to
on. On
Miami.
the Bright Line?
But
On the
Miami.
Bright Line.
What about?
But that's Miami.
What about Boca?
There's one in
I
Palm
don't
Beach.
believe they've run it yet, so I don't believe they have the time up on the website. I'm
Palm
still
Beach, you got to
looking.
figure they'd probably take an hour off of it.
Why?
45 minutes. Because Miami to Palm Beach is about 45 minutes.
What
Yeah.
good is going to Orlando if it's 3 hours? For that, I drive. No.
Was that you?
That was it, but I don't.
You double clicked it.
You double clicked. Set up your show. Tell us about your new show.
It's gonna be called The Hangout. Every day is gonna be a new little topic that we talk about every day. No,
gonna
wait.
be
Let me
every
try that again. It's gonna. I have a new show
Every
called The Hangout. Every week is gonna be a different topic that we're gonna talk about. It's just gonna be things that I enjoy, but everyone can come and hang out. You know,
2 hours from
2
West
hours.
Palm.
2 hours.
West Palm to Orlando.
That's not
So
bad.
Boca's still not on the map. It'll be about 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think we're
I'm
right.
sure Boca's on the map. It'll probably stops in
We'll
West
call
Palm
them.
and then shoots on up.
We'll call them and we tell them we want to do a show up there on the train.
This way you're not driving though. I wonder what tickets are.
That'd be fun.
We did a show on the train.
We did?
Yeah.
That'd be all over there.
It was a fashion show, book author thing,
For
and they have
Sparkle of
food.
Life.
They have and they have food for us
Yep.
at Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful spread, all vegan.
It was
Ooh.
delicious though. You loved it.
Do they have old timey trains here that you can just go on and take a nice little ride in to experience?
Old timey train.
Not that I don't think you can ride them, but they have one set up right near the old radio station on Dixie and Camino. There's an old
I know what you're talking about.
old
yeah.
train, but
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
can't
go
ride
anywhere.
that one. That's for meetings.
It doesn't go anywhere though.
Now, in Tampa they have.
He's got the intro ready.
Hold on one second. In Tampa they have a train ride, the mystery train. That is the best. You ever been there?
No,
Oh,
but I know you liked it.
Oh my goodness gracious! It was the best.
Speaking of Tampa, they just had their pirate
Gasparilla.
Gasparilla.
Did you go?
Gasparilla.
Normally you go to that.
I usually go. We were away. We were in Tucson for Gasparilla, and it was super upsetting because this is the first year I haven't gone since my freshman year of college.
You know,
She used
when
to
I-
always go.
When I lived in Tampa, Gasparilla landed a few. It used to take a few days to recuperate. I used to find myself in mystical places.
You and the Beatles on their magical mystery tour.
Me, the Beatles, and I think Elton John was there too, and maybe Elvis.
All right, you want to see the new intro?
Let's see the new intro, The Hangout.
I recorded that.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Your movie making skills, since you've done that video for CCC, have improved.
I like editing.
dramatically.
I like that a lot. But here's the thing. You and I remember TVs like that. Where you had to actually get up and change the channel, and it was fuzzy, and move the rabbit ears. We had tinfoil wrapped around our rabbit ears when I was growing up, and you had to turn it just right.
That
and
was
if you
real.
sat down, but you don't
do.
remember that.
You
Yeah,
remember
I
that?
do. I didn't grow up in like flat screens everywhere.
You had rabbit
You
ears
guys
on your
remember
TV?
the rabbit
Yeah.
ears on TVs?
Really?
No. You did?
That's how I grew up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No. You had rabbit ears? No. You had rabbit ears?
I had VHS players on our TV. We didn't have rabbit ears.
We did have VHS
I had
players.
VHS too.
No rabbiters. Had to think.
I was the youngest. They used to have me holding the rabbit ears with aluminum foil in my ears like this.
And then they'd break, and my dad would put a hanger in, so it would substitute as the one antenna. We'd have a wire hanger in there.
In a Puerto Rican household, you had the big, beautiful color TV, never worked, and the black and white on top. All the time. Every house I went to.
But that's like a throwback. That's very cool.
And then obviously everything you saw in the clips are going to be things that I talk about. Space, rally car
I
racing.
saw some deer or whatever. Moose
Oh, we'll talk
drinking
about
water.
we'll
What is
talk
that?
about animals one day, maybe.
Speaking of space, Uri Geller came out. He is a famous illusionist, psychic out of Israel. Jerusalem Post says, according to Uri Geller, we should not have shot down any of those objects. The UFOs and other beings have been with us for thousands of years, and we should let them be in peace.
I heard that none of it was UFO. I just don't
You
know
think
what
it was- well, what are they going to say?
Rubio. Did you hear Rubio yesterday?
Not Rubio, but the national secretary. I don't know. Whoever goes out and talks to the media, that lady actually had to go out and speak for the White House and say there are no such things as UFOs.
Seriously?
There are no such thing as extraterrestrial lives.
Really?
Yeah.
Just hilarious because they declassified a whole
Yeah, I
bunch
was
of
just-
UFO and alien stuff, and Trump literally declassified that they've had contact with aliens.
2024, they have to declassify all those files. It's funny because Rubio came out, Mr. Rubio from Florida. He says 95%, 98% of what we were just told could have been done with the public. It's military. And now China is all upset, and Lockheed now they're suspending aviation parts and all this stuff with us because the U.S. is saying, these balloons. And the guy from the CIA says, we've been sending balloons over there forever. This is no secret. Everybody spies with balloons. This is not
So-
the first time.
Why are we blaming China then?
Because they want to get anything against Biden to say, you know, you're a dummy, you're an old man, you're this, you're not taking care of business. And our Congress right now is all over the place. They're wearing white jackets because of the balloons. White fluffy. You seen the white fluffy?
That's what you
It's
had
because of the
said.
balloons. Come on, man. What are we, 12?
So what do you think they? First of all, why would they take down aliens and UFOs? Why not just let everyone be in peace? If they're not bothering you,
They're not UFOs. Stop saying that.
okay, I believe. Well, I don't think they are either, because I think the aliens would not be in a visible space where they would be caught. I really don't believe they're UFOs. Only 6 channels, Frank says. Absolutely.
It's-
So I tend to say that those from other planets would be smarter than we are and not get caught. So I don't think they are UFOs. They're probably from another country, continent, I don't know.
Listen, UFO, ABC, EFG, it really doesn't make a difference. I think that we have bigger problems to worry about among ourselves, among living with one another. And we love to spy with one another. Why don't we take all this energy, all this money and missiles and everything else that we destroy with one another
Do something good?
and do something smart for a change? My goodness gracious. Why is being smart so hard?
I think we should do something better for the kids. You see all those schools that are on lockdown yesterday?
Yeah. You see another shooting?
Well, my sister stayed home from school Tuesday, Valentine's Day,
Valentine's
because
Day.
there was threats to my high school.
Yeah. And you see the shooting
Wow.
that did occur. 2 guys, 2 thugs in the food court started shooting at each other. And I think one died or they killed somebody and everybody ran. It was right up the street from the Walmart that was shooting last year. And here we go again. And you had all the kids from Michigan State at the White House yesterday saying, we got to do something. Linda and I had an argument this morning. She says, you know, you can't take away the right to bear arms in the Constitution. Okay. Can we do something about the shootings? Can we do something? Something.
Well, you got the right to bear arms according to the Constitution. You don't have the right to threaten other people's lives, harm children, go into colleges, make kids afraid to go to campus and live their life.
Can't
That's
go to
not
the law.
allowed.
You see
Right,
the guy that
exactly.
killed and they had the sentencing in New York State? I didn't know in New York that death penalty isn't on the table. Life imprisonment.
Yeah.
So the guy was there,
Florida, Texas, and maybe one other state are the only states that still use
death penalty.
Yeah, but
death
Florida doesn't
penalty.
even
And
use it the right way.
Florida and
They
Texas are the
use
only
it.
ones that use the electric chair.
So the guy that was in New York, he made a statement that he apologized for the grief and all, and the parents were there, right? And the woman had lost her son. It was her and her son was 2 of him, and this guy was huge, and she's screaming at him saying, because you get a chance to say, and the guy's just looking down, and that big guy attacks this guy. I would have let him go. If I was the guard, I would have gone, oops. I would have let him go, or I would have pushed the other guards out the way. It took 4 guys to stop this guy. And they took him out of the court, and then they waited an hour and they brought him back. Because sentencing has to be done a certain way, or he gets a right to appeal. Life imprisonment, just like the other knucklehead.
From Parkland?
Well, I don't understand this.
Well, more disgruntled news. I saw a TikTok the other day talking about Social Security and the retirement benefits that we need to have in the future is going to be gone.
What retirement, bro? I've been hearing that since I was your age.
They said that ours are going to be gone also. They might be.
No, they're not gonna.
They said by 2039, there's going to be no more funds in the Social Security
Somebody's
Act.
gonna go
And
in there and they're gonna stop printing money, and that's gonna bring everything back to them. The problem is that we've printed so much money since COVID. You got a problem? Print some money. You got this? Print some money. There's so much money floating out there, but I still see the rich getting richer.
yeah. Well,
That's
it's,
all I got to say.
More
the rich are going to
disgruntled
keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poor. And that's the biggest problem we have in America right now.
Become president and
Oh,
change it.
Oh, yeah. Let me become
You see, but
president.
that's the problem, Josh, is that if I go become president, you guys are going to say, oh, come on, give me a break. If a guy like Santos from Long Island can be president, just lie. I was George Washington.
Where's
Vote
his
for me.
disclaimer? No, we do not promote lying on the Brooklyn Cafe
He
show.
did it, and he won, and he's still there.
We still have so much of a system of checks and balances, though, that you becoming president wanted to change everything, even going through all the trials and tribulations of it. You still now have to convince the entire Congress and the entire House of Representatives and everyone that they vote for. I mean, there's so much that unless everybody agreed that something needs to be done, which they'll never agree on just on principle.
They disagree because they can't.
You know that they still don't have a set up code of ethics in Congress because
No,
they
what?
refuse
Because
to
of
approve.
Santos. Because of Santos. They don't know what to do with this guy. Because he was voted in, and if you get rid of him, it opens the door to get rid of anybody. That's the problem.
Do they
so if
teach
I don't like
ethics?
him, I can get rid of him.
You guys learned ethics in high school?
I had a philosophy course.
That's not ethics.
Yeah, I know, but it talked about what's right and what's wrong and
Usually
that kind of stuff.
biology will have like a section on ethics.
Biology?
Biology and chemistry, because it has to do, if you follow those career paths, it has to do with living people. So like if you take biotechnology in the future in college, you have to have a basis of ethics based on the scientific ethics community.
This guy said he discovered America. How many lies do you need to have?
Well,
I went turn one
Yeah,
you.
but someone voted him in.
A lot of people voted him.
Exactly.
Now they want to vote him out. The constituents has spoken. Dummies.
So there's no code of ethics for the government. But I do feel sorry for these kids. Your sister didn't even go to school on Tuesday?
No, she didn't go.
You know
Because
what?
we have a teacher that is literally our next door neighbor, and she came over and talked to Emily and my mom and everything, talking about like what's going on, the whole situation and everything. So
What's
if-
happening at that school?
There's just a kid there that's been bullied. There's plenty of videos of him going around getting into fights for no reason,
And
and
where is he right now?
I have no idea.
Oh, so they know who it is.
They know who it is.
And they didn't track him down and put him in the night.
No, they're still having school. They're just gonna have everything organized, everyone go in a single file line kind of thing.
I got to tell you this. I bendito, I feel sorry thing has to go away.
Well, no, I think
It
they
gotta
need to
go away.
report it to the
Report it.
authorities, and he needs to be
To
taken.
get someone Baker acted,
Exactly.
they just have to be a threat to themselves or others. And if they have an active threat, not that Baker acting is a good thing, but sometimes it's needed.
The problem is that nowadays, if you're sitting in front of a guy or a girl, and you're having a soda, a Coke, and she likes Pepsi, the guns come out. The problem is that we don't have any fear of self-respect. And when the guns come out and the bullets fly, everybody around that gun.
I don't think it's self-respect. Do you remember up at Dreyfus last year? The security guard took that one guy out, and we said, why? All he did was run into the fence. Why did they kill him? But he took measures to protect the students, whereas in this situation, they're waiting and they're hoping that something's either not going to happen or
what
what.
are you waiting for?
Well, that's like the Parkland situation.
Okay, so then let's bring up this subject matter. Is it better to become blue enforcement when you shouldn't kill anybody? I get that. Don't scream at me because I get that. Should you over the top to prevent, to hopefully prevent something? Or you're going to have these cops that murdered that poor guy, or they took that other kid and they murdered him? I mean, that's just abusive. But
you know, that's one
where's
side.
the fine line?
The fear. I had a situation, there's a family member who lives someplace else, and there were 3 people in this facility with COVID. There were 25 other people that did not have COVID. Those 25 people were locked in their rooms, not locked, but put in their rooms for food and activities, so the 3 people could be watched in another room. Same situation. You got thousands of children in a high school not going to school, staying home in fear because of one. You tell me how we weigh these odds of numbers. Who's making these decisions?
Apparently the people that run the school.
I don't get it. And then they
I
were on
Because
lockdown
the
yesterday.
threat is big enough that you can lose number of lives, so they rather shut it down and find out where this kid is at. But that's not even the problem.
Well, I know, but instead of sending emails out saying, "Hey, to all the parents, we have threats to our school," why don't they just get the law enforcement go to this guy's house because they have the address, they
probably
have
did that,
every.
Josh. They
I
probably
understand
sent
that, but they
law
shouldn't send out an email saying, "Hey, we have threats to our
That's
school." We're gonna
insurance, man.
just say, "We send out an email. Hey, we have threats, but we're gonna go get this guy right now,
Right.
so you can feel safe at school."
But that's
That's true.
insurance because people sue you because you didn't tell me what was going
Yeah,
on.
but he's saying tell them and say, all right, here's the situation.
then you have
We're
panics.
going to take care of the situation.
Yeah,
There's
but
a solution.
The issue with it is that I heard somewhere a while ago, but they can't really arrest somebody until they already
Probable
have done
cause.
something wrong.
Probable
So
cause.
if they put somebody out there, and it's like, oh, this guy is going to do something to school, and then he does it, then it's like, is that slander or libel? But it's libel because it's written. Slander if it's Ori.
You need probable cause. You can say anything, almost anything. You can't scream fire in a movie theater, but you can say almost anything, and you're not a threat. They can watch you. They can watch you until they stop watching you, and then you make your move.
Yeah, but if you can Baker Act for 24 hours or 23 hours, 72.
You can't
Baker Act
Baker
is 72 hours. If the
You got to ask.
Society
Well,
of death
you would
has
report.
permeated our culture. There's no respect for life.
That's what I'm talking about.
you would report someone to the police or the EMTs, and they would they would go to that person's place of residence and decide whether they thought that person actually was a threat to themselves or others. And if they decide they are, 72 hours.
But the thing is that they have to see probable cause to go and do that.
They have to do an evaluation on the person.
If they see probable cause. The problem with anything, when you get pulled over, right, you're driving, if you give them reason to say, what's going on here? Like if they ask you, can I check your car? The moment you say no, they're going to ask you why. They don't care about the why. They're looking for you to open your mouth and say the wrong thing.
But here's the fun thing. There's no actual written book of
You
what
don't have
probable
to.
cause is. A cop can just look at someone and go, his eyes are a little squinty. That's probable cause that he's on drugs, when like maybe the person just has smaller eyes. Or like cops unfortunately do a thing where they look at someone's skin color and they go, that's probable cause enough. And
Well,
not
they
all
don't
cops,
say that, but they
many
probably
of them.
think
Yeah,
that.
no, the law enforcement, they have that. They have a whole problem on their own.
But there's no written books of what probable cause
There is
is.
no, yes. that's
Nicholas Cruz, I think that's the name of the guy for Parkland. He had a video of himself saying, I'm going to threaten the school. And he posted it on Instagram before he did it. They can watch it, but they don't do anything. They
See,
say,
That's what I don't understand.
Now everybody's watching it, and they will do something, because back in that time,
yeah, but it's too late now.
I understand that, but back in that, you got to put yourself
They,
in that
they did the
position.
same thing for Columbine. Columbine, they had videos of them going out into the woods practicing the guns that they've shot. They have videos of them making the homemade bombs themselves.
They have that podcast guy. He made whole famous podcasts of how he's sex trafficking women, admitting to doing it and telling other people how to do it. And then he had to move to Romania for Romania to look at it and their SWAT team to go get him, because American
They couldn't go in there
police
to do
force
it.
won't do
Jurisdiction.
anything.
Well, you know, there's a Florida senator who is going to be indicted for sex trafficking. Now, what is the definition for sex trafficking? See a kid, take him to a candy store and say, listen, can you watch this kid, and you move away? Is that sex? Now he's saying he's not going to be indicted. Did you see this thing? All of a sudden, he's not going to be indicted because he didn't fit the definition. What?
Lobbyists.
That makes no sense to
Right,
me.
so what's the definition of what it is?
They're living by the definition. When you write the Constitution that was written 200 and some odd years
Well, it's
ago, it's
changed,
not the
clearly.
same thing that's going on now. When they say your right to bear arms meant you have the right to protect yourself, not go out with an AK-47 and shoot everybody up. You don't do that. You don't have a right to do that. You don't have a right to take life. Then they'll tell you, well, the cops don't either.
See, I don't even think you have the right to threaten life. I don't even think you have the right to scare. There's got to be an ethical
I did look
situation
it
here.
up. But if you threaten a school, then it's a Florida felony. So,
That just changed.
oh, that just changed.
That's not a felony?
It is a felony.
Oh, okay.
But
oh,
that wasn't.
You're saying it's recent.
But the recent, all of these things are going about. We had the parents from
Parkland.
from Parkland on the air with us. We had them here. We sort of tried to get that whole thing motivated. The problem is that lobbyists give big money to our politicians to put them into office. So you owe them something. Yeah, well, you know, we'll do something. We'll water it down. We'll go background check for 18 months. Which, is that enough? Is it hard to buy a gun today?
You know, I told you we got to go to commercial. We were out Saturday night and we valeted the car.
Look at Teddy. Is it
And-
hard to buy an illegal
Well,
gun
here's the
or a
thing.
legal
Our
gun
car
today?
got ransacked by the valet. There could have been anything in our car that they could have taken.
But I don't understand why you didn't make a big deal. I would still be there. You should have called me. I would have brought the crew with the cameras. And
But if I had had a gun, or if I had been trafficking things that I wasn't supposed to traffic, that was all in my car.
And the moment you say I had a gun, the cop is going to say, let me see your permit, because they're going to put you under arrest. Did you know that?
Well, not if you have a concealed weapons permit. You have concealed
yes,
to carry.
I'm saying if you don't have a concealed
Well, then you
weapon,
wouldn't say that. And
But
you
then-
wouldn't leave it in your
Depends
car.
in your car where it is. If it's in a locked case in your trunk, you're allowed to have it without your concealed carry.
Now, if you have a concealed.
No, if you don't have it concealed, if you're transporting it from one place to another, like a shooting range, it has to be in a locked case, locked inside your trunk.
You don't need a concealer to go from one place to another?
If it is in a locked case inside your trunk. If you're transporting it from like your house to the shooting range, that's completely fine. But it can't be like in your back seat or within anywhere where you could possibly reach it. It has to be in a locked case with the ammo out in the trunk.
I do know that it's very difficult to get a gun nowadays.
I don't think that's true. Sorry. I don't
Even
think
when I was growing up, it wasn't hard to get a gun.
I don't think that's true. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to move from our disgruntled news to maybe some good news, see what else we got going on. Coffee news and some good news, new shows, new studio opportunities.
This is good news. It's educating.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Here are your good news from the Brooklyn Cafe.
Hi, welcome to Tea Time with Tina. I'm your host, Tina Toe, and let me introduce you all 2 movies that are coming out this year. First up, we have Murder Mystery 2. It's coming out on March 31st and it stars Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. It is an action comedy mystery film that is a sequel to Murder Mystery, which released in 2019, and that followed the 2 characters that got caught up in a murder investigation on a billionaire's yacht, and they ended up solving it. So in this movie, they have quit their jobs as a cop and hairdresser to become full-time private investigators, but they're having a hard time getting their agency on the map. So they have a chance to prove themselves when they get invited to their really rich friend's private island wedding, and he unexpectedly gets kidnapped. T. On to lighter news. Wonka is releasing on December 15th, and it stars Timothée Chalamet as Willy Wonka. It's a musical and serves as a prequel to the 1964 film Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and the film follows Willy Wonka in his early days as a chocolate maker. So something to look forward to watching with your family during the holiday season. Thank you for joining me for another segment of Tea Time with Tina. I'm your host, Tina Toe. Take it easy, y'all.
Hello, I'm Daniel with the good news for today. Recently, biologists formed a human chain to save a dolphin in Clearwater, Tampa. Around 30 biologists formed a chain around a stranded dolphin and help it lead it back out to sea to find its pod. So hopefully that dolphin finds its pod again and doesn't become stranded back in the Tampa Canal. On with the next news. In a tiny Alabama town, they were shocked to learn that one of their local farmers had secretly paid people's pharmacy bills for a decade. So at the funeral of farmer and Air Force veteran Hody Childress, residents found out that he paid for prescriptions for some of the town's residents. Every first of the month, he would walk up to the pharmacy and hand over $100 for whoever's prescription needed to be paid for. It's pretty nice. On to the next thing. The first 2-story home to be 3D printed in the U.S. reaches for the sky in Texas. Houston, Texas, a 4,000 square foot home will be 3D printed with a 12-ton printer. Requires 330 hours and will be a 3-bedroom home. If I'm not mistaken, that might be the first 3D printed house. But if not, that's at least the biggest. And the last piece of good news. Yale honors the work of a 9-year-old girl who is stomping out extremely invasive bugs in New Jersey. There's these bugs called lantern bugs. They're native to China, and they've unfortunately been brought in the U.S. in 2014. She's been collecting them and then donating them to local museums, so good on her. So that's it for good news for today.
Go, Josh.
Oh, am I supposed to do it?
Are you just supposed to do it?
And now, back to the show.
I feel like he's gonna go, let's get ready to rumble.
I like that. Why not? That's good. A good segment.
I think Mayor's got a let's go to the movie segment, some other things happening.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I want to put a couple of changes on the bottom of that thing. I talked to Daniel. I thought the edits were nice. Very nice. Behind me, we have Jay Harmon's pencil art. And I want to bring up one of the few things that we don't do enough. I think we should do it every show, about the artwork that is currently at the studio. And now we are financing artwork. So if you want to buy a piece of art, you can actually put a deposit, buy it, and then do a payment plan and get it. I spoke to him last night. All of that is available. Come on down. We have some new pieces that we put up. Carlos is new.
We
have
got some
some
more
of the
pieces. Yeah,
classics.
they did a nice job over there also.
They did a very nice job, and we're going to be moving some things around. We're going to keep Gina's pieces a little bit around as well. Come on down and check it out. And if you want any other information on us, let us know. Call in, come see. If you're in New York and you want something, let me know, and I'll make sure that you'll get it.
Ship it out. You can ship it anywhere.
Ship it anywhere, because now it doesn't cost $2,000 to ship something out.
But the financing is what's so unbelievable.
That's right. And then are we going to let the cat out of the bag with the lunch, with the hub?
Nope.
The pub?
Nope.
Why?
Not yet, because because we got to wait for some paperwork, some T's and I's to be dotted and crossed, and we move on from there.
She's waiting for paperwork. I am going to let you know something magical is going to happen on Atlantic Avenue. We're going to get into the music showbiz. We had a meeting today, and I'm going to tell you something. Come next week, check out what I have to tell you. How's that?
You know, you're always fresh perspective. You're an interesting kind of man.
Why? Because you play it safe.
I play safe. Sometimes you're negative, but then sometimes you throw in that positivity that I don't know where it comes from.
I'm not negative. I'm truthful. I should be at the White House as a congressman. And I don't want to lie my way there, but don't tell me they don't. This guy is such a liar. It's like a job. My job is to lie.
I got to ask Mayor. I don't know where he went. He's been working so hard on this film project. I got to ask him how it's going.
I got a question for all of them. Her too. I got a question for all you guys. Mayor is doing a film for school. Nickelodeon is doing
a film for school.
Josh is doing videos, music videos. Why don't we have a film in here? I mean, they were talking about it. It's like The Office, right? Explain that.
Yeah, so Katie, myself, and a couple other interns here, Abraham was there too, we're talking about
Go sit there so we can get, or they got to move the camera for you. Okay.
Yeah. So we were talking about making like an office style like sketch thing where it's just like genuine personalities going, because we figured that we all kind of have like strong personalities here and there that are like different, so we could develop like different dynamics between characters. We can easily do it, and we wouldn't really have to write it, because like, you know, Abraham like laughs at everything and is really loud and it's funny. Apparently Corey has a weird yawn. Cool. Katie's very straight, man. Like, it's everybody works off of each other, so we can easily do something like that.
So every character has a niche, like The Office.
Is Nicole helping you put it together? Because this one's got like a very dry sense of humor.
Me and her kind of do have a dry sense of humor, yeah. We were talking about it. We haven't really put anything in work, but it would be cool to do.
Nicole, a video, a movie for the studio?
No, I love Nicole.
A short?
Nicole, I want Nicole in a raincoat. And she opens the raincoat and she's selling watches. And over here, you remember those in the day? And over here, she's selling pencils.
I got a deal for you.
I got a deal for you.
If you had a daughter, it would be Nicole.
If I had a daughter like Nicole, forget about it.
You count your fingers every night before you.
I put her in the closet. But Nicole is like, let's make a deal. You want to make a deal? I got a deal. You want to make a deal? I got a deal. You want a deal?
But she's got good deals. But just the fact that she thinks of them at this age is pretty amazing.
She exhausts you until you say, okay, let's make a deal. Josh, what do you think? Let's make a deal.
I don't know what you were talking about, but I got two things. I put Stairway to Heaven on there, and you can do the backwards thing. And you know how there's secret messages?
Does it give you a secret message?
I found a secret message in that one.
And it would say something?
I don't want to say it live, but yeah. And then I have another video ready on TikTok, because we were talking about the congressman and all that. It's a pretty cool video. So.
All right, Daniel, you got that video?
You know who used to play the song backwards, right? What's the famous
Beatles.
movie?
Little Nicky.
Famous.
Little Nicky's famous.
Helter Skelter.
I've never seen Little Nicky. Yeah, Helter Skelter. It says
Not
Paul
my fault
McCartney's
you're
dead.
Cultured.
Yes. My brother did it when
Did
I
you
was a kid.
see the TikTok video? Was it the Kersey brothers from the Super Bowl?
Oh, yes.
Who?
The Kelsey.
Kelsey brothers from
Oh.
the Super Bowl. They have a podcast.
Yeah.
And to get two grown men in the Super Bowl, grown football players, they're both crying over their mom.
Of course, because
There is nothing like a mom and her son. Moms and daughters, fathers and disappoint.
Somebody has to disappoint and somebody has to lose.
It
right?
wasn't about disappointing. It was just the fact that she was there brought them to tears.
Did you see the video of her going up to each of them after the Super Bowl? She
Yes.
went up to the first one. It was so sweet.
You see the jacket she made, had
Mhm.
made in the shoes? Did you see Kelsey from KC at this huge party they had in Kansas City? I think everybody in the city was there. Hundreds of thousands of people. He got crazy on the mic. What is it with him? Is
Yeah,
he?
besides that, what these guys, how much they love their mom. Like when you're a parent and you have kids, you have no idea who they're going to grow up to be, what they're going to be, how they are, what it's going to take. The good thing is when you have these children, you have no clue. because you may decide not to have them if you knew, right?
Yeah, but you gotta.
But to raise two sons like
You
this
got a football
that
player.
love her like that
It's not even. You got a football
and
player.
respect each other, to play opposite each other on the Super Bowl and have this podcast and the love for their mom.
You got a football player in the family. That's amazing. You got two. That is super amazing. But you got two all-stars football players in your family, like you and your brother are super all-star Super Bowl players. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The center from the Eagles, I think he's retiring.
Yeah. And
But
he's
that
one of,
guy's an all-star.
and
That
he's
guy's
one of the he's one of the greatest centers of all time.
And Kelsey, his brother's gonna be one of the greatest tight ends of all time.
Yeah.
So you got one player is something, but to have two, man, they better love mom. Because
Is she a
somebody
single
fed
mom?
those guys.
Do we know? Because they don't talk about dad.
I don't
Yeah,
see that.
I have no idea, but it seems like
It
it.
seems like it, right? So even more so, imagine what it was like and the sacrifice she had to make. You know the expense of sports, the time, the commitment, as well as school and everything else, to go to college and everything. As a single mom, the respect they have for her, to me, that is like tear-jerking, of course.
Tear-jerking.
Right?
Oh, listen, real quick, I want to mention that the Little League field is going to be on
Boynton Beach?
Gateway. Gateway? Is it Gateway?
And 95.
And 95.
Woolbright.
I drove by there. It's going up to the city to be approved. I think, fingers crossed, by next week.
And you tell me you don't ever play poker with me? You
This
let
is-
every
this is-
cat out of the bag.
No, this is big news.
Everything.
Big news.
They
We're
tell
gonna
you in
be
secret.
front
You
row.
just
No. We're
Share.
going. I'm going to have buses go to this thing. I also came up with. I want to do a concert at the tennis court.
Oh, jeez.
You know the tennis court on Atlantic Avenue with all the seats. It holds like 1,000 people.
Anyone like tennis? Apparently, there's a huge. Who's in there? Katie's back. Oh, huge tennis tournament up there. Everything is closed. The streets are closed. Parking lots are closed. Detours. If you're heading up that way.
Well, she's not from here, but she was raised here as I believe Coco Golf.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's from Delray, so she probably plays at that specific tennis
So
court.
she's going to
and
be there. So the way they closed everything.
if I had to guess, yeah.
And
But
she
if we
trains
were-
down at that center.
If we were to put a cover and then you put a stage and you have a band there and you sell tickets, I came up with this. I said, I see the future.
Yeah, but
But-
can they take off the net?
Yeah, take all that down.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know Katie was
It's
back.
removable, yes.
So tell me about the Eagle Center.
What about him?
What you guys were talking about?
Oh, the center for the Philadelphia Eagles is also, he's retiring, one of the Kelsey brothers. He's going to retire. The
Oh,
guy
he's
that
going
lost.
to retire?
Yeah, well, he's been around forever. But that guy is freaking good. Oh my God, he's huge.
He's the heart of the team.
What's he going to do?
Why is he
Become an announcer?
retiring?
Yeah.
He wants to go out on top, or
I mean, he's been doing it for 10, 12
I
years.
would give it one more shot because I'm gonna tell you something. The Eagles got to be the front runners.
I know, but
next
some of the plays they run with those QB sneaks, he's in front of the whole thing, so he's being tramped on, toppled on. I mean,
unstoppable. You
Yeah.
can't stop
How's
that
Mahomes'
guy.
ankle?
He's
fine
dancing.
now. I don't know what they gave him.
Can you imagine what they gave him?
It's the will of man. you know?
No, whatever they gave him is definitely illegal, and is
I'm
not
gonna
for the
tell you,
public.
I saw Youngblood, a guy named Youngblood, play for the Rams in the Super Bowl with a broken leg, and they taped it.
Terrell Owens, he played for the
Terrell
Eagles. He broke his leg when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl back in 2004. His time of recovery was, if I had to guess, 6 months or something. The Super Bowl was only like 2-3 months away. He played in it, and he had like 8 catches for 112 yards. I mean, he had a good game.
Well, Youngblood, they had to wheel him out of the stadium after the Super Bowl because they didn't think he was ever going to walk it. He shattered the leg, but he played on it.
Do you
How
know
do you do that?
Do you know who Paul Pierce is?
Sure.
Did you see him being wheelchaired out of, I think it was the
Sure.
finals?
Yeah.
You know why he got wheeled out though? Everyone thought he had like an ankle problem or something, and he came back out on the court and finished the game
Wait,
and won
a
it.
full groin?
No, he just had to go to the bathroom. He just had to go poop. It's like
That's funny.
He was in a slow wheelchair.
That's hilarious.
So I have to ask Nicole, back to what you were talking about. The jacket.
So Nicole's going to be three-finger finale. You know Three Finger Finale? It's going to be your new name, the negotiator.
Have you always been, we should call you the negotiator. Have you always been like this? Making deals? Like as a kid, would you make deals with your parents all the time?
I can't recall.
Do you do that now?
Well, no, not really. I think that was like the first one.
That was good.
Yeah, because I mean, like.
You make a deal every day. I saw you making deals yesterday.
Oh, the deal that I wouldn't do it unless you like wrote this down. I needed that though. That's the thing.
Is that what it was?
What'd you have to do? Rub a statue?
Don't know.
Aaron used to make me deals all the time. He'd make me deals to go to prom. He'd make me deals. He'd make PowerPoint presentations. Now you know why he does what he does for a living, right? He always had a deal. Wait, let me just put this out for you in a PowerPoint presentation, why he should go to the prom with someone 5 years older than him. And then why I should let him stay at the prom party on Miami Beach.
Gio still makes deals with me. He makes all kinds of deals.
Yeah, but he's a grown man now. Wait till his son does that to him.
He's been doing it forever.
Well, wait till his son does that to him.
His son does it. You want oranges? Yes, Daddy. And they're going to make a deal. This kid is 3. He's making deals with his father. I'll give you this. Yeah, I'll eat that if you give me that.
And Nicole's working on our new season lineup that everybody liked.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to say it's going to take 3 weeks.
No, we're going to have it by today.
It's by today?
Yeah,
She told me
we're going to have it by the end of today.
I'll make a deal with you.
Let's make a deal.
I'll make a deal.
So I'm asking why we can't do like The Office that you guys talked about yesterday.
I think we can still do it.
And you do a segment per day. It doesn't take a lot to run a segment per day.
I'm not here every day.
No, I don't know, per day. We can do one per week.
Yeah,
No, you put it together. So let's say that today you're going to do a segment on her. So you take that. Then tomorrow you do
You mean
a
like a
segment.
scene?
Like a scene, yeah. I'm sorry, like a scene.
How-
And you put it together at the end of the week.
Putting it together, we would have to to actually produce it or filming it. That would probably be like just a full or maybe half a day of just shooting, and then we can split them up and edit them up. That's the smartest way of doing it.
Okay, I'm going to show you how you do it.
Like a scene.
I'm going to show you how you do it very quickly. So I'm sitting here, I'm her, and I'm having an interview with Josh. And Josh is not here. And she asks questions, and she waits for the answer. And she does something that's funny. And then you put it together with Josh, you implement Josh, and it's all about the technique of editing. If you're good at editing, you can get away with it. If you're not, you're going to shoot all day. Yes, that's just a true statement.
How'd your movie go yesterday?
It was good. We we had okay, so how the assignment worked is that there was me, director, script, supervisor, and cinematographer. So our cinematographer went crazy. Like he brought out a gimbal, which is just this weird thing that holds the camera still, but you can move it any angle and it just stays still. And they also brought out a bodysuit because there was I didn't ask him to do that, but there was a chase scene in my script, and he's just okay, bodysuit, and then just ran in town in the library, and it was insane. It was like a professional production.
What was in the bodysuit? Green suit?
It was like a cameraman in a bodysuit because we were following a character as he was running through the library.
So you have footage of him running?
Yeah, and then he bumps into one of the actors. Yeah, and it was really cool how it turned out. I want you guys to see. Well, I'll show it on my show, and then hopefully I can push it on the cafe show. But yeah, you guys will see it for sure.
How much editing do you have to do?
So
that's a couple of days.
Yeah, so I imagine day 1 to get all the clips together, day 2 to get the audio together, day 3 to get the aesthetic right, and then day 4 for looking it over and making sure everything is how I want it to be.
Now I wanted to ask Josh. Josh, you did a great music video. You set the bar high, and you're about to enter another one. Are you going to change your angles a little bit, get more, what's the right word, a little more aggressive in things that you want to show wise, or are you going to keep it the way you did the first one?
I don't like the camera angles I used for only one woman. It was too generic. So
you're going to be more specific.
Oh, Stanley Kubrick, he's the greatest cinematographer of all time because he created some angles. Him and Alfred Hitchcock, the angles they created on the camera were absolutely beautiful. So I want to try to replicate things they did.
I got to tell you, the reason that that video was so successful is because you were a virgin to doing it.
There wasn't Katie starring in it?
No, it had to do with that, but because you were new to it.
Yes.
And this was a sensitive new thing, it worked, which is amazing. You sort of blended two things and you put them together like chocolate and peanut butter, and it worked. I don't know if it will work on the next one, which has to probably get more complicated to send a message. But that's a perfect storm that he did. Yes, tell me.
Oh. Okay.
Zach Thomas, yes, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Did you see the video for it?
Excuse me. He's not going in alone. I believe that Joe Klecko is going in as well.
No, I thought Darrell Revis is going in.
And Darrell Revis. We got Revis Island and Joe Klecko.
I saw the video for that. Here's what I don't understand. If your wife knows they're coming, or a daughter or son, whoever is letting these people in your house, don't you think they could come up with a ruse like, oh, honey, let's go out for a nice dinner, or let's get dressed as if we're going to go out. We've got a big event, and have your spouse get dressed so they're not in like shorts and gym clothes coming out from the basement?
What are you talking about?
Oh, when they announced that they went to the Hall of Fame? No, because that's the cool part. They go
just have
randomly.
no clue?
Yeah. They just go on their house, knock on the door, and say.
It's like the Publishers Clearinghouse, yes.
Of Zach Thomas?
Yes, and he comes out from his gym or wherever downstairs, and he's in his sweaty T-shirt and his shorts, and everybody is there. Jimmy Johnson, everybody is in his, like Publishers Clearinghouse, exactly the same thing.
But that's natural.
You've been inducted into, yes.
That's an accomplishment.
Did Jason Taylor get inducted?
No. I think he's already in.
How come Jason Taylor gets inducted before Zach Thomas?
Well,
they're brother-in-laws, aren't they?
Jason Taylor was
They played on the same team.
He was a hell of a player.
No, I know.
Jason came to play for the Jets one year. Oh my God, I thought they were going to burn his house
Isn't
down.
one of them married to the other one's sister? Daniel? I think so too. Zach Thomas is married to Jason Taylor's sister.
Now this guy I got to meet because it's either him. No, it wasn't him. It was the other guy that has the restaurants. It starts with a B.
Bruce Room?
Yeah, what was the name of the guy? The player.
Brzezinski?
Yes. And on the opening day by my house,
Look at me answering football questions.
he opened one of these
Period,
restaurants,
Katie.
and he was there. It was amazing. But before you show me that, why don't you show me the Jets, Klecko and Revis?
Flacco?
Klecko.
Flacco?
Not Klecko.
But he's
Klecko.
got something. Today is do a Grouch a favor day.
Oh, because we're talking about NFL. Can you play the TikTok real quick?
Let's see the NFL.
And then we'll go to, yep.
The one I sent over. Yeah. No, well, yeah, just go.
And he said, Dad, guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Wow.
Now that. Anybody check to see if that's true? Gotta check it.
I understand that, but I mean that video's been surfacing around everywhere I've gone on TikTok.
I believe it. I really do.
On that note, wow. It kind of leaves you speechless, doesn't it? I wonder what Frank's saying on the other side of the screen
Frank,
right now.
I hope Frank is still there. Frank, did you see that? We should put it on and says, what do you think of this video? That's unbelievable.
On that note, let's take a commercial break. More to come. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Throwback Thursday. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call, because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I gotta tell you, our segment of Let's Go to the Movies, we're gonna cue that up. But I went to see the movie Plane. Now, that's not the Let's Go to the Movie segment. We're gonna play a different one. He's gonna talk about something else. But I'm gonna tell you, I went to see Plane. Check out this movie. It's full of action, thriller, hilarious, funny.
What's it about?
It's about a plane that has to crash land on an island off the Philippines, and there's nothing but bad people there.
Why would you want to see that movie?
Because it's an action thriller. It's good.
You know, I'm going to go see maybe Magic Mike. I don't know. I get to spend Saturday with my daughter, so I have to see like a fun Saturday night movie.
Then I want to go see, anybody, Teddy, can you tell me the movie that Raquel Welch is known for?
I did not know the name of the movie, but I do remember what she looked like.
She was in the it had no words.
She was in like a fuzzy bikini, right?
Yeah, it was 2000 BC. and it was about her being the wife of a caveman, and it had no words.
Yeah, one of the most beautiful women in the world. She was a single mom of 2. Back in the day when I don't think there were a lot of single moms raising their kids.
One of the most
Do you think
beautiful.
she passed away at 82 and she was a single mom?
Do you know what she passed away from?
They said
Anybody
a
know?
short illness.
I'm gonna tell you, I thought she was gonna live forever.
But what a
2000
beautiful woman.
BC, I think it was.
You know, when she said they showed a clip this morning of her and Cher singing together. I mean, you talk about 2 dynamic women. She said, "What?" But when
1 million years BC.
when you build your career based on what you look like on the outside, she says sometimes it's hard for people to take you seriously on the inside. But
Dean, one of the most beautiful women in the world. My mother loved her. I always thought that Michelle's mother looked like her.
Really?
With short black hair, Michelle's mother.
You going to the movies this weekend?
I don't know what I'm doing. I may be doing something a little different.
I don't know. I think Mayora's
I'll be out
got
of town
what's
this
poppin'. Let's see what Mayora's got happening on the movies.
It's a different segment, but yes. But anyway.
Hey, it's me.
Hey.
Back at it. All right. So this is Let's Go to the Movies, the show where we go to the movies and then we tell you about them and give our rating at the end. So my name is Mayor, host of Pitch and Production and intern at Brooklyn Cafe, coming to you with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. So, judging from my age, you probably say, "Oh, that's a kids movie. Why would you see that?" But I'm a Shrek baby, so of course I had to see Puss in Boots, right? So we're going to come in straight off the bat with amazing animation, amazing acting, and some pretty good storytelling for a kids movie, right? But that doesn't really mean anything in terms of Shrek because we already know that Shrek has, is more catered towards both kids and adults, and the same thing for this movie, so there's something for everyone. So there's great colors, great acting, great motion, and the motion is insane. Like, it's on, the Amazing Spider-Man levels of insane. It's really good, and I was hooked the entire time, but there was majority of the movie I was hooked, and there's genuinely funny, especially a new character that I won't say anything about, but you're going to love him. So rating-wise, I give this movie 8 out of 10 or a 4 out of 5 stars. And that's because it's the accumulation of everything I said: acting, cinematography, cinematography, the motion, the colors, the action was just really good. So yeah, I do recommend you guys see it, especially if you grew up watching Shrek or you know people that watch Shrek. You would definitely enjoy your time there. And don't forget to call into the studio at 888-994-4995 for 2 free movie tickets from us. And now, back to Dawn and Freddie.
4 stars.
I like that. It took
Were we
what I
supposed
heard.
to take them to see that movie?
I don't know, but I heard it took 6 years to put that movie together
6 years.
because the animation took so long. I don't know if that's true or not.
That's Corey and Bailey.
Most animation films, they take 4 to 5 years. So the amount of work they put in that one, I wouldn't be surprised that it took 6.
Did you see it?
Yeah. I saw it with Zarya and Katie.
You just pulled the Baxton.
You ran in front of the camera, kid. You ran in front of the camera.
He put it up there. Now I want to going to the movies. Katie, come over here, pick up a mic because I want to ask.
What do you mean you have an appointment?
On the phone.
Uh,
Just watch me having an appointment outside on the phone. It's amazing what you can do on the phone.
I
virtual.
wanted to talk about your show yesterday.
Oh.
She's got an
I'm just
appointment.
gonna have to
in 1
hold
minute,
off
though.
on that, I guess.
What do you got?
I'm on Vivid Seats, looking at some new upcoming events. For the first time last year, we had the Formula One come down and do the Grand Prix at the Miami Dolphin Stadium around the course.
You ever been to a Grand Prix?
No, I want to go so bad.
I went to the Meadowlands Grand Prix, and it's so big. You only see the cars go by for 3 seconds. That's
I know.
it.
But you get to feel the intensity of the cars, and because the ticket prices were so insane last year. I mean, they were insane. But they got tickets now. Friday, $50 for a ticket. Saturday is like $150 for a ticket, and those are the prelim races to make to the qualifying races. Sunday, I'm not going to talk about the Sunday prices. Those are pricey again. But if you want to go and just have a good time, Saturday and Sunday, decent prices. Joe Gatto's coming, comedy guy from Impractical Jokers. He's coming down to Miami for a little comedy show. Jerry Seinfeld's coming. Steve Martin's coming. Gabriel Iglesias.
Jerry Seinfeld is still doing gigs?
Is this a comedy?
I think he's one of the highest paid
The highest.
comedians, right? That's what I had heard.
The first $1 billion
You
comedian.
think he's funny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys think he's funny?
I don't think his stand-up routine's funny, but Seinfeld
His
is the greatest show of all time.
His stand-up sucks.
Yeah, stand-up's terrible.
But the guy that wrote that, what's his name with the white
Larry
hair?
David?
Larry David.
Gary David is hilarious. But you got to sort of understand where he's coming from.
It's kind of like the same Office sense of humor, though.
It's a little darker.
Yeah, a lot
because
darker.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's the same thing as Seinfeld, but it's funnier because it's way darker.
I'm not allowed to see Curb when there's people. I'm not allowed to see the Curb. I got to go into my bedroom and lock myself because nobody likes it.
And then if you want to have just a good date out, Florida Panthers, the tickets for them, $20 a ticket.
Wow.
To go see a hockey
How's
game.
that team doing this year?
They
used to
made
be
it to the
good.
playoffs last year, so I wouldn't be surprised. I know they lost, I think, 1 or 2 players.
But I think they changed all their coaching staff over.
That sounds very familiar. Yeah. Oh, that's
Because of sexual assault charges, you're out of here. I got to
feel
tell
like
you.
she's like on the other side. We have voices on the other side of the curtain.
You know, it's a trade deadline for hockey.
It's trade deadline for everything.
And
Well,
why
I
are you
guess,
bitter?
NBA just finished with theirs.
NBA finished. The Rangers picked up a great player, and they're still until I think Tuesday, and they're talking to the Blackhawks about some great play. Rangers got a good team.
Why are you bitter over here?
The Panthers just beat the Lightning.
Oh, they beat the Lightning?
Oh, did they?
And I'm
Oh,
really
that was
bitter.
last Monday, right?
Yeah, and I'm really bitter. But I went to that game because I'm a huge Lightning fan, and I was so upset.
Oh, you're upset for the Lightning for
I am
winning the
upset
past
about
2
that.
years and almost
I'm
getting
so
a dynasty?
tired of them.
Yeah.
And they beat my Rangers. I'm so tired of the Panthers. The Boston Bruins, #1 team in hockey. Yes.
Yes, right now, yes.
Wow.
But I gotta admit, Vasilevsky, I have never seen a goalie like that in my lifetime. I don't watch hockey, but this guy is the great.
He's better than Richter from the Rangers?
Right now, yeah.
Really? This guy must be unbelievable.
You know what today is?
Hockey day.
National Do a Grouch a Favor Day.
They don't even know what a grouch
Anyone
is.
know what a grouch is?
Freddie, what favor
Oscar.
do you need?
I'm sorry?
I do you a favor today. It's your day.
We owe you a favor today.
Bring it on.
A
Bring
grouch
me
would be a grumpy
all the
person.
favors.
Yeah, Oscar.
I'm not a grouch.
Can be.
Nah.
You have your moments, so how can
No,
we
no,
do
no,
you
no,
a favor?
no. I am given the chance. What's the guy who does the pudding? I am given the chance. To
We
be
would
grouchy.
not really want to highlight him on our
No,
show.
I don't sound like him either.
He's a little grouchy, but you know who's grouchy a lot?
Military or
No, the
Katie?
little one.
The little one gets grouchy?
Yes, Katie.
Katie?
Yes.
You
no,
get
it isn't
grouchy?
that we're grouchy. It's that you guys do things to grouch us up. You grouch me up
No, I think your phone texting. Do you ever put your phone down?
when they stop talking.
Will they ever stop talking?
No. You know, it's really funny this coming from you. Because you say, we got to get bigger. Okay, here we go, getting bigger. So people are responding.
Hence the grouch.
It's
That
not
was
grouchy.
so easy.
You're
You
gi-
make that one way
You're
too
giving
easy.
me reason. Okay, so Casey's not here. Casey, one of our producers, is not
Yes.
in the house, right? And I wish she was, because she says to me, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here, like a New Jersey girl that she is. I'm going to be here. She's not here, right? Because something's come up. I don't want to hear that. She leaves everything where she picks it up. She took the hammer from the back. It's on the table. The nails on the table. The
Step ladder,
in
middle
the
of the room.
door.
Yes.
The painting at the door. I mean, everything. What is going on? This kid doesn't know how to put anything back.
So what would you like in honor of National Grouchy?
I would like
Day?
a hot dog.
We'll go to Costco and get you hot
No,
dogs?
I can't eat it. It's not grouchy. I'm not grouchy. I just like things to work correctly.
He says as he's grouchy.
He needs his 2 o'clock snack. We're late.
Do you guys ever get upset because something's not working for you?
All the time.
Consistently.
So you're
All the
grouchy?
I never
time.
said I wasn't grouchy.
My level of frustration you've seen lately,
You are off the chain. I'm about to call your family.
So
Sister,
imagine being you as a 55-year-old woman. Put that on top of all these other things we go through. I told someone yesterday I was
What the hell do you gotta
75.
go through?
I told someone yesterday I was 75. She said, "What?" Are you serious?
And I
You
told the
look
same
really
person.
good. I said, thank you.
And I told the same person I was 75. She says, I thought you were 80.
She says, are you really? I'm like, no.
I'm not grouchy.
This is going to be.
I'm not
We need to film a segment on him today. I'm not grouchy.
We could do The Office.
It's gonna be a whole bunch
The
of
Office.
edited
The Office
together.
I'm not
segment,
grouchy.
He says that, and then everyone together looks at the camera. Like,
It's funny. I go to
They're
Josh.
even laughing an egg.
I go to Josh. I go, Josh, I need you to tell this person something because it's going to come out wrong. I don't want to be grouchy. But put stuff back. If you take this from there, can you put it back over there? That drives me crazy.
I know. There's things to do. It's like doing the
Oh,
cha-cha.
you know. Now that you call me grouchy, you know. What do you know? You don't know nothing. I'm grouchy. Now they're gonna all call me grouchy. I
Ever
already know it's
watch
coming.
All in the Family? With Archie?
Archie Bunker? Yeah, what
He's a
about
little
him?
grouchy.
Wow.
Like, do you have a
You're
recliner
calling
chair?
Me, you're calling me Archie
No, you're not
Bunker?
racist or anything like Archie
Are you
Bunker.
gonna sing like Edith?
Can you imagine? That's what you and I
You
feel
know,
like
there is a
sometimes
place.
because everything they did went to the Smithsonian. I feel like our whole set, your hat and my wand,
My
are going to
chair.
go to the
This chair is
Smithsonian.
going to the Smithsonian.
I feel like right next to All in the Family. That's how I feel. It's not funny.
Wow.
Like
I'm gonna
our-
be. My legacy would be a chair and Grouch
And your
Marx.
hat.
No hat. Put the chair in the hat. Wow. Amazing.
Then we do this for a living.
Amazing. They're laughing in there too. Military, what the hell are you laughing at, Mr. Grouch? Military's Grouch.
He is grouchy.
Oh my God. He'll come in, and then he'll go, "How are you?"
Yeah.
Let me get a candy.
I don't think Mayor is ever grouchy.
What are you talking about? He's grouchy
Mr.
with me all the time.
Mayor? Yeah? They're all saying,
seen
yeah.
him very
Mayor, you get
grouchy.
grouchy? Very, he
But you
said.
notice that none of the women ever attest to being Sir Grouch a lot.
I get incredibly frustrated for sure.
Nicole's pretty chill. Teddy, I'm kind of scared of.
Teddy shows me a weapon she carries. I don't know where the hell it came from.
I saw it today.
I don't know where it came
I
from.
saw it today.
She
And
pulled
she
it out
says,
of her skirt, I think, the other day.
I cut myself. I'm like,
I didn't say I didn't cut myself.
He told me you pulled out something from your skirt pouch. I don't know, the other day.
I ran for the hills.
Oh, it was in your shirt.
I could see you having one of those things, like a knife here, like when like a woman
do
was
have
dressed.
multiple
Of
of
course,
those.
you
I have many.
On the socks right here.
Yeah, on the
She
side.
used
one
to
that
work.
goes up
She used to
here.
work at the axe throwing store. She had axes in her car.
Oh yeah, you know how to throw axes too. And then you can just take the knife out.
Michael
there.
should be
Oh my
scared.
God. I'll be
Buys
safe.
me everything.
Is that
Oh, you
hilarious?
should see his collection. It's hilarious. Between all of his stuff and all of my stuff, we have like a
An arsenal?
supply closet.
You have
But
an
his are
arsenal.
hidden.
You have a secret arsenal. That's if we ever get attacked, I'm going to your house.
No, really.
So you're not grouchy, huh?
100%.
You do that stomping thing with your foot still?
I get frustrated. People just like push me to the edge and then push some more.
Or you
I
don't
had
call that
nightmares
grouchy?
about it over the weekend. Of people asking me to do things.
Dawn, I
Dawn,
saw- I
Thank
saw you going to the
Dawn, do
bathroom
this.
and you
Dawn,
were
do
having
that.
fits.
It's like, don't do this, don't do
So
that.
what is
I feel
wrong
like
with
people
you?
are always asking me to do something. And I like smile, like, okay. But on the inside, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe sometimes. I don't think that's grouchy, though. I think it just gets frustrating. Because I never say no.
So you get to call it frustrating, and I have to call it grouchy. I got you. You
No.
think Josh is grouchy?
No.
I think
I
he
don't know.
turns
I
it on
can't
and
read
off.
Josh. Because
Yeah, that's good. I try to make it like that.
he's like this on the outside. He's probably on the inside, probably seething over something. I don't know.
I feel that sometimes.
Do you feel that too? You ever tell him to his face? You're very
Oh,
grouchy.
not towards him, just like in general.
Yeah. No, say something. Say something.
Yeah, you suck.
Say something.
Where is Zora when you need her?
Yeah, where is she today?
She'll tell you straight up. She tells you straight up.
But she does it in one word. Yeah.
I love her so much.
She does one word answers. Yeah.
Joro Zarya?
Yeah. And she manages to get it across. You get grouchy?
Do I get grouchy? No.
Yes.
I don't get.
Yes.
Apparently, the hangout.
Okay, so I like to throw hissy fits, but I don't get grouchy.
Hissy fit.
I like
Temper
temper way more
tantrums.
than being grouchy.
What
It's
the
just
hell's
too
a
low
hissy
for him,
fit?
I get little
apparently.
tantrums.
Like a little kid?
Yeah.
Like a little kid tantrum?
You know who never gets frustrated is G-Man.
I wonder why.
Oh, no, I found out how he does it. I found out how he does
yeah.
it.
How he doesn't get frustrated?
He blesses you. Have a blessed day. He sounds like a stewardess on the plane. Have a blessed day. Meanwhile, I thought he was going to strangle Sarah yesterday.
He left. I left yesterday. Came back, and his hair grew. I said, "How did your hair grow in the hour
it
that I was
exploded.
gone?"
I looked at it and said, "What happened to your hair? Did it explode?"
He goes, "It's with water." So Nicole says, "Like a chia pet."
And then he tries to put the headphones on. I
Can't
said,
fit
"Bro,
over his hair."
the headphones don't fit over your hair."
He's hilarious, though. That I got to tell you.
Have a blessed day. He blesses everybody. And when they get him really mad, he says, "I hope God blesses you."
You think Katie gets grouchy? Mm-hmm. Every day.
I think Katie's just constantly grouchy.
Yes.
No,
We're looking for the
she'd
good
say,
thing.
"What?"
It's funny, this kid, every time I ask her something, the first word out of her mouth is what?
We got to get her more food.
She eats ice cream for dinner.
She did eat ice cream for dinner today.
And cookies for breakfast. Shh, we didn't say that.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up our Throwback Thursday. Let us know what you do for the grouch that you love today. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently, and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days. All in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called Innocent Spouse Relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free.
If you served in the Marine Corps, by now you know about the contaminated water problem at Camp Lejeune. If you were stationed or worked at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987, you probably have a lot of questions. We have some answers. You could be entitled to compensation. Billions of dollars are being allocated to pay for damages to anyone stationed at Camp Lejeune during that time. Unfortunately, it appears that officials may have known the contaminated water problem existed and did little to protect their men. The Semper Fi code was not honored. If you or someone in your family has developed a serious illness, including various forms of cancer, call this Camp Lejeune legal support line right now. You can't turn back the clock and change what happened, but you can certainly call right now and learn your rights as a Marine. Here's the number.
Call 855-993-2180. That's 855-993-2180. Again, 855-993-2180.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I had fun today.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, a little change of pace.
What else you got cooking? We got big shows tonight. A lot of things lined up for this afternoon.
What time do the shows begin?
We've got Editor's Desk today at 5:30. We got a caller?
We got a caller?
All right, let's see what we got.
What do we got? Caller, welcome.
Hello?
Yes?
Hey, caller, how you doing?
Yes? Yes?
Hello?
Yes?
It's National Grouch Day.
I called in about the movie tickets.
And your name is?
Dylan.
Dylan. How are you, Dylan? You watched the show?
Yeah, I watched the show. I saw you guys did a movie review on Puss in Boots.
Oh, okay. So you want 2 tickets, all right? We're going to keep the 2 tickets here for the movie Del Rey or the movies of?
Lake Worth.
Lake Worth. You come on down, you pick it up, and I'll personally sign them over to you to go to the movie.
Sign it over, give them a coffee news, and send them out to the movies.
And we'll give you one of these, because if you get this and you show this, I think you get a free popcorn now.
Very nice.
Working in deals.
All right.
Thank you for calling, buddy.
Thanks, Dylan. Enjoy the movies.
Thank you.
My goodness, what do you got, a pirate on the phone?
So we've got Editor's Desk today at 5:30.
Right.
At 6:30, we've got You and Your Doctor, sponsored by All County Home Health Care.
Right.
7 o'clock, we got Making Money with Laura Sanders. And Laura's interviewing one of her sponsors. She's interviewing Josh Weissman of the Tidal Brothers.
Okay.
And at 7:30, we've got the unbelievable singing sensation of J.C. Dreesen.
J.C. Dreesen's going to be on the air tonight.
So you don't want to miss that situation.
And we
Live
got some
shows.
Exciting news for J.C. and some of our other musically talented people. You've been waiting patiently. We got some news for you there.
So full lineup of shows, evening, night, whole lot of great things happening.
Good stuff on the horizon. Don't be late. Tune in. I also want to start changing sets, start moving us around the studio.
Agreed.
So that we don't get people tired. And I'm going to start using more of the elements in the studio. So I highly suggest that you come camera ready.
Always. People tease me because I'm always camera ready.
Not you. You're always camera ready. I'm
Tell
talking
me.
about...
That's a good thing. That's
Being
a
camera
great
ready?
thing, yeah.
Are you camera ready?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
No?
It's a talent. It's like, I don't know how you do it, but it's just every single photo I took, it was beautiful. And then you just kind of look bored.
You look bored.
You looked really bored. When I took the pictures, I had to catch you when you were laughing.
I look
Boing.
Sometimes.
Josh, you're rubbing off on me.
He never
I
looks
said,
bored.
Josh,
around with
every
the-
time I ask a question, you go, you look like a male version of Katie.
You have the pout face.
The pout face.
Wow.
You know, I don't understand something. How come I look bored and you look like a superstar?
Camera
I
ready.
think it's the lipstick.
Yeah, everyone has a.
The lipstick.
Should I wear lipstick?
We're gonna get you some red lipstick.
Bright red.
It's the hat.
It's the hat.
Yeah, but everyone knows you, so it's better that way.
It's the hat. Listen, we're going to have some exciting news. We're going to sign a nice deal hopefully today on the horizon. We're going to have some ideas and information to share with you as well. And please get camera ready because we're about to go on that next level. We're going to go. Hopefully you guys will join us and come with us.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Join us today in studio. All our shows are open to a live studio audience. And if not, we'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And as always, don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.